Yo, what up guys, it's your boy iCYVE. How y'all doing? Today I got another video for y'all. So a bunch of content creators were invited for early access of season 12, and now we got some numbers down for some of the changes that are going to be happening. So first off, for Maggie's tactical, it looks like it can do 160 damage if the enemy is able to stay inside of the flame for the whole time. Obviously, if this is happening to you, you're getting pushed and the flame is on, you're not going to be standing there the whole time. So as far as how much damage it'll actually do, it's really variable, and you have to hit it at the right spot. Also, her ultimate isn't very strong as far as damage. It looks like it was hitting for around 20 damage every time, but it goes super far. I'll put some video footage of Candy using it, and it was going around the whole firing range. But yeah, like I said, it does only hit for around 20 damage. But still super good because it's going to be leaving those speed boost pads everywhere, so you'll be able to travel around as fast as you can. Another thing he tested out was the kinetic feeder. Guys, the reload is super cool. If you're in a gun battle, it's probably not going to be as helpful because you do have to slide for a good amount of time. So it's going to reload as soon as you start sliding, but it does take a little second, like I said it. So the normal slide jumps, it won't really help you out. The longer the slide, the more will reload, and it will take longer as more reloads, if that makes sense. So the first two clips will reload really fast, and then the rest of the clips will take a little bit of time. But even just pushing and doing a longer slide than usual, you'll be able to be reloading with the gun in your hand instead of actually having to reload yourself. So this is really cool, and I can't wait to try it out myself. Next, we have the caustic trap. So in one of my videos before, I told you how caustic's getting nerfed. Guys, it looks pretty, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought that the caustic traps were going to be down there and they were going to be able to get shot really fast, but it does take around 150 damage just to get rid of them. So you can imagine you have your trap out and the enemy is kind of far. It's going to take them quite a bit of damage just to get rid of your trap. So it's not as bad as I thought. I am still a little iffy on the whole nerf situation because I feel like it's really gonna hurt him, especially with Maggie's tactical coming in, busting through the walls and being able to do 160 damage. It's definitely not looking too good for caustic, but like I said, I am glad that they did make it quite a bit of damage just to get rid of his traps. The other thing I wanted to talk about was Crypto. So his drone, like we talked about before, is able to throw out of his hands now, and it's pretty much an EMP grenade. However, it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. So it doesn't go out that far, which is not too bad because I feel like it would be pretty broken if it went out pretty far. However, the distance that it goes out, if you were to just throw your drone out and then use your ultimate, it's definitely going to hit yourself. So I don't really know how that's going to be, because in order to use it properly, you're going to have to throw your drone out and be running the other way. And I just don't know if that's going to do exactly what I thought it was going to do. It's kind of getting rid of the whole throwing the drone and using your ult right away, if that makes sense. I guess it could be pretty broken if it did go out too far and you could just use it like a grenade. I don't know. I was expecting a little more. I was expecting a pretty strong buff when it came to that, and I just don't know if it's as strong as I thought it was going to be. You do get a pretty good range. Like, let's say if there's someone that you're chasing down and they're hiding behind a rock or they're hiding behind the other side of the wall, it does go out a pretty good range. It's just not far enough to not hit you while you're using your ultimate, if that makes sense. I wanted to go back to Maggie for a second too and talk about a couple things that we were speculating. The penalty for holding a shotgun is actually dismissed when she's running. So I wasn't sure if she was going to get a boost for running, but the actual thing that's going to happen is when she's holding a shotgun, she's not going to get penalized for running with it out. So it's almost going to be like if you tucked it in and you're using your hands or you're using your heirloom, and that kind of speed you're going to be able to get while having the shotgun out, which I gotta say looks really nice. This is going to be crazy for ultimate pushers, guys. I think that this is going to be someone that everyone's going to want to be. We also found out that her scan is kind of like a bloodhound scan, and it lasts about 1 to 2 seconds, which is a lot of time because this is every single time that she's going to be putting damage onto someone. So I'm assuming that's also grenades as well. I didn't see that in the video here for what I saw, but every kind of damage that she's going to be doing, you're going to be able to see them as if a bloodhound scanned them, which is going to be really helpful. Let's say you're 1v1ing on a side of a rock or a box or even a wall. You're going to be able to see when they're peeking. Every time you hit them, you're going to get that tracking notification that's going to outline their body, so you'll be able to get good peeks on them. It's just going to be really helpful for the ultimate pushers. A few other things I wanted to talk about was the respawn in control. It looks like it's going to be around 5 seconds, she was saying. So from the time that you die to being able to come back in is really not that long at all. And then a couple things I wanted to clarify as we were speculating if you would be able to use the same legend in the 9v9. It looks like how it actually is played is you are not talking to all 9 people, but rather it's 3 squads of 3. So you'll still be in your own squad, and within that squad you cannot use the same legend. So for example, if I'm Maggie, my other 2 squad mates cannot be Maggie, but in the other 2 squads on my team, they can have a Maggie each. So it looks like there can be around 3 of the same legend each on each team, which is really nice.
Believe me, kid, Alright, he's gonna go ahead and take Maggie. Rude.
I was kind of concerned that everyone was going to be the same legend or something like that, but I knew they would have to have some kind of restrictions or else the game would just be broken. Yeah, so that's all I have for you guys today. It looks like the official patch notes should be available within this next week, guys. Again, all of these are all speculations and all things that I've seen for myself. However, it does not mean that Apex will keep this in the game. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. It's been your boy Icy. I'm out of here.